to head down to New Orleans for Super Bowl 58. It's NFC Championship time. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. They'll go again with Gibson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Harris. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Throwing, Jones. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Looking to throw. Harris. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you've made me go back down memory lane a little bit because we have had a few guys come close. Think about Patrick Mahomes in 2018. 2nd year in the league, but his first as a full-time starter. I go back to 2000 with the Vikings and Dante Culpepper. Also his first year as a starter. But this would be something I think would be very noteworthy. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Back-to-back running plays putting him in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15? Operating from the gun. Harris. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control of that. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. They find some open field here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them, that big play right there.
Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Again, it's Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Damian Harris punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers have struck first in this NFC title game. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Harris. Complete. It's Dotson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
Here's Harris from the gun on 3rd down. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now Harris to throw on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Harris to throw on 3rd down. Thomas brings it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Back to the ground with Gibson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Once more, Gibson. And some space here. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Gibson is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Harris. This one left side caught by Gibson. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
3rd and goal here. A big play brewing in this NFC title game. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Jones able to find Gray here. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Harris running straight ahead. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Throwing on first down. Jones. This one caught by Isabella. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
From the 36, Jones. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Down inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. Now a first down carry for Harris. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. They run again with Harris. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on third and goal. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. On third down, here's Harris. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He completes this to Cole Turner. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks. Let's go. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this from the parking lot, from an even 70 yards out. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
To throw is Harris on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Harris. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Harris. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
55 rushing yards, rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Jones throw here taken in by Ingram. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down.
Back to throw. Jones. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's Johnny Hekker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. .35 yards that time on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Harris now looking to throw on second down.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And it's taken in at the 9. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second and 1 yard. Jones,
a quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
so much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. That's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Jones. And Ingram holds it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now here's another carry for Harris. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Damian Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Take it in at the 3. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now, the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Well, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Here's Harris to throw on 2nd down.
Out left to Dotson.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's got room
down the right sideline.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Gibson again, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Take it in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. A little jet sweep to start the drive. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Second down, this is Harris. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Panthers on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession gigantic. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now Harris on first down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He's got Turner. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Oh, boys, we got this.
They go play action here on first down.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble.
And it's picked. And he lost the football. And they are going to get this one back, it looks like. So nearly like-for-like fumbles, but they hang on to this thing and keep it a turnover.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
Not in any rush offensively. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
They're going option play on third down.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Dotson, he's got it, and he will manage to get out of bounds here with the first down as they stop it with 27 seconds.
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Harris. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Well, the Panthers are NFC champs. As we sign off here, thanks for watching and good night.